up, guys? Welcome back to the Revelation. Tonight we're reading chapter 15, and just saying that is crazy because that means that we've been reading this for over 2 weeks now. Yeah, wild. Anyways, let's get to it. And I saw in heaven another mighty pageant showing things to come. 7 angels were assigned to carry down to earth the 7 last plagues, and then at last God's anger will be finished. Spread out before me was what seemed to be an ocean of fire and glass, and on it stood all those who had been victorious over the evil creature and his statue and his mark and number. All were holding harps of God, and they were singing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb. Great and marvelous are your doings, Lord God Almighty. Just and true are your ways, O King of ages. Who shall not fear, O Lord, and glorify your name? For you alone are holy. All nations will come and worship before you, for your righteous deeds have been disclosed. Then I looked and saw, and that the Holy of Holies of the temple in heaven was thrown wide open. The 7 angels who were assigned to pour out the 7 plagues then came from the temple, clothed in spotlessly white linen, with golden belts across their chests. And one of the 4 living beings handed each of them a golden flask, filled with the terrible wrath of the living God who lives forever and forever. The temple was filled with smoke from his glory and power, and no one could enter until the 7 angels had completed pouring out the 7 plagues. That was a pretty good chapter. I feel like that was kind of an epilogue chapter. I think it's right. It's epilogue, because that's what takes place before. I'm guessing the next chapter is going to be, it looks like it. I'm peeking ahead. I'm sorry. It looks like the next chapter is going to be them pouring out the 7 plagues. Set up there for a sec. There we go. Get my toolbox. Good chapter. We talked about a pageant of showing things that were to come. 7 angels came down carrying the 7 last plagues of God's wrath. Standing over an ocean of fire, we see all the believers holding harps of God and singing the song of Moses. And I just want to repeat that song again because it's pretty good. It's singing the song of Moses and the servant of God and the song of the Lamb. Great and marvelous are your doings, Lord God Almighty. Just and true are your ways, O King of ages. Who shall not fear, O Lord, and glorify your name? For you alone are holy. All nations will come and worship before you, for your righteous deeds have been disclosed. It's pretty good. And then we see the Holy of Holies of the temple in heaven thrown wide open. This is the gate. And out of the gate pours 7 angels. And these are the 7 angels responsible for pouring out the 7 plagues that will fill the earth. Each of the living beings, we talked about the 4 living beings, hand them a golden flask, and no one is allowed back into the temple until those 7 plagues had been completed, pouring out. And no one could enter until the 7 angels had completed pouring out the 7 plagues. That's crazy stuff. That's all I got, I think. Pretty good chapter. Guess have a good night. Love you guys.